So, Gus, are you ready? Today's gospel is from the Gospel of John, and it's the story of when Jesus comes to visit Lazarus after he has raised him from the dead, and he's at the house with Mary and Martha and Lazarus and lots of people. And Mary comes and anoints Jesus' feet with expensive oil, perfumed with aromatic nard, it says. And then Judas complains, why is this done? This money was 300 days' wages. It could have been spent on the poor, but we all know that Judas just wanted to skim some money off the top or take the money. So he wasn't really legitimately concerned about the poor. And Jesus says, leave her alone, let her do what she will. There's always going to be the poor, but you won't always have me, which is a good point. Back to that, you can't fast when you're with the bridegroom. Same story, I guess. And he says, let her do what she's going to do. And many people came. The Pharisees, wait, is this the Pharisees said something? No, that was yesterday. Many people came and they wanted to see Jesus, and they wanted to see Lazarus because they wanted to believe in that miracle. And some, the Pharisees, I think it was, wanted to put Jesus to death, and Lazarus as well, because people were coming to believe by seeing Lazarus alive, and were coming to, the Jews were leaving and coming to follow Jesus. So let's do that. Let's leave whatever we're doing and come to Jesus. If you're Jew, if you're Muslim, if you're Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian, come back to the faith that Jesus started. Come back to Jesus rose from the dead. He did those things, rose Lazarus, and then he rose himself. And as well as the things he said, speaking with authority, forgiving sins, doing many, many other miracles. And all these people witnessed it. And then he left Peter as the head of equals, as the leader of the equals, and left him with a church to guide us when he was gone, because Jesus knew he wasn't going to be here forever. So he left 12, and those laid hands and anointed the next group, etc., all the way. So that system is working, that Jesus put in place. He rose from the dead. He is the Son of God. He is God. That there's really nothing else you can say. Islam has nothing to compare to that. Oh, don't act up. Buddhism, Hinduism, none of that really makes sense when you put the facts up. Jesus did the miracles, walked the walk and talked the talk and walked the walk. He rose from the dead. That's different from all the rest. It's not that complicated. None of the rest of them did that. That means Jesus is special, and that is the actual. The fact that he rose is something different from all the other denominations / religions. And that's why you should believe. For me, that's why I believe, because there's reasonable evidence to show that he rose from the dead. And so if he rose from the dead, I certainly have no problem believing any of the other miracles he did. If he has the power to rise from the dead, if he is God, then he can certainly make a blind man hear and walk on water and things like that. So let's do that. Follow Jesus in the religion. And if you really want to follow him in the religion that he left. He only left one. Jesus didn't say, here, you Baptists do this and you Methodists do that. And here's the Bible, take it and go and what. That's your man. No. He said, here's 12. They saw what I did. Now I told them to do what I did and what they saw me do and what they heard me say. And then they spread that. Basically through peace. Sometimes governments were backing behind them and doing things they shouldn't have done. But for the most part, our faith was spread through martyrdom and peace, while Islam is spread by the sword, by death, or pay a tax to live until they decide they don't want to take the tax money anymore, and then they'll kill you. Anyway, so yeah, do that. Let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Please pray for the souls in purgatory. Saint Elmo, pray for us. Saint Peter Gonzalez, pray for us. There was two lady saints that were quite interesting. One was a blind, hunchback midget, which was, that's different. I know, Gus.